Well, that's not helpful.
Mm. What's up?
The game, the game's technically full screen mode, but not. Hold on.
Huh?
Oh, I just click on it. Alright, it just loaded in weird. Loaded in weird. Alright. Hello, welcome. Welcome to a Friday night stream. Unusually, we are playing Space Engineers. Goodbye Discord, I don't care right now. Sure?
Can't do that.
Sure.
Have done that. I could do the inner.
Alright, I'm joining your world. Alright. Let's see this thing load. Hopefully it's good.
It's a gyro. Okay, can I?
Shit, I forgot to load that. Hold on. Scary. Right then. I'm in the Twilight Zone. That's not what I wanted. Did it just close the game? Huh. That's not something I wanted. What is going on?
Ever loving Buckknuckle. No, surely to Christ.
No, Christ isn't here. Just not picking up my controller at all. What the fuck? That's lame. Let's join game. That system. Let's go. Loading. It's loading. Alright, just FYI, the reason I'm exhausted, according to the title, is I've been to Toowoomba and back from Brisbane. So that's about an hour and a half to 2 hours drive, depending on traffic. My mornings, except for Thursday, I'll be getting up at like 2:30 a.m. Get to the office by 3:30 to leave by 3:45 after packing up the vans. Get to schools. So, yeah. Bear with me if I go a little bit loopy. Tim?
Mm-hmm.
I'm loading into the Twilight Zone. Quite literally. I'm confused.
Hang on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you should be able to load properly.
Game pause.
That's so weird. Small blocks.
Alright, apparently this game will not handle game set. That sucks. I wanted to just sit back
Oh,
in my chair.
and I just got kicked.
Yeah.
Unexpected error. Let's go with continue. Not back in.
Let's try and connect again. How many more DLCs are they planning for Space Engineers?
Plenty. They have brought out Space Engineers too, but it's
I know,
really,
yeah.
really early alpha.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have a survival mode yet. That's
Yeah, no. I've only peripherally looked into
There it is.
Space Engineers 2, and
Yeah, I haven't even.
like I just see the 1 minute clips they put up on YouTube occasionally, like if YouTube feeds it to me. It's like their editing thing and then their cloning thing. I'm like, oh, I'll be keen for that game. I'll be keen for that game when it fully releases. And I hope it's
Intended.
yeah. I hope the pricing's not ridiculous. Sorry?
Well, I already bought it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There it is.
You're on Triton, right?
I think so.
Okay, cool. I'm in the drop pod. Dropping into Triton. Whee!
$44 for Space Engineers 2 at the moment.
Yep. I got paid yesterday. A lot-ish. To buy it.
It's 3 and in the middle. So that.
Whee! Fuck, I've forgotten so much about this game.
Yep.
Oh, well, at least I'm landing on ice. So I got access to hydrogen.
Yep. Stone's going to be trouble.
I'm in a valley. There's a lot of stone. I see.
Okay.
Let's hit K. Go to H2 Gen, sweet, production, alright. Small cargo container, survival kit. Nice comms. GPS. Oh, cool. What just... Ooh, I got a pistol with 4 mags? Nice. Do I need that here? I don't think so. Hello, world. Guess I should start drilling. Let's step out here.
Inventory full.
What the fuck was up with that running?
There.
Yep, okay.
Progression. Where was the thrusters? What I can do. Okay.
There we go, okay. Right. Keep it dum-dum. Ugh. Let's go hide. Don't have enough space? Alright. No.
Didn't think this through. Anyway.
What was the button to access the blueprint menu?
F10.
F10. Sorry, no, not blueprint. Where I can learn everything. G. Jesus. Far out, man.
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, damn it. Ooh, static drill. That's cool. Basic,
That is
advanced.
a mod, and I'm going to say that is only for space.
Ah, okay.
Same with the
Simple laser
welder
multi-tool.
grinder turrets
Yeah, okay.
that are mods.
Don't remember. Is this a mod that I'm getting access to through you?
Yeah,
Because I don't remember trying to get them.
they are mods that I put on, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes so much more sense. Progression. Let's get started here. Basic assembler. Build planner. Sure. Oh, why did I do that? That's a really big one. I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe I should. I don't know. Seems fine. That's okay. Need a bunch of steel plates. Oh, I just need 9 more. 9. Construction component. Fuck. Production. Iron ingot. Alright, let's go get some rocks. First. Recharge. Oh, right. Can't store it there. Okay.
Inventory full.
Oh snap.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Needed 40, so 38. 38. And 4 displays, 10 motors. Did I just click on the construction component? Fuck. Idiot. Need more rocks.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
So I need 3 more. You did 10 of those, so 7. Oh, you know, actually.
Inventory full.
Let's go. Yeah, alright. What do I have in my okay, alright, guys.
Inventory full. 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 Inventory full.
Yo.
Hey, Arbor.
So I'm eating pizza and watching Lego Masters.
Nice.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Hey, you Tim.
Inventory
Not too
full.
bad. A little bit tired.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Yeah, Cherry texted me at 4:30, woke me up. It's like, that's alright, I need to get up and go to work. Went back to sleep till 5:30.
Dude, I was up at... I'd set my alarm at 2:15 and then 2:30. So, yeah, I got out of bed at 2:30. Got ready for work. Drove to work from 3 to 3:30. Packed up the van. The crew and I picked up the vans, and then we drove to Toowoomba, which is like an hour and a half to 2 hours away, depending on traffic. Oh yeah. And then we finished work at like 6:30. As in, we got back to the office, uploaded all the photos. So I am cooked.
Why did you message Jeff? Cherry?
Sorry?
Have you messaged Jeff to see if he wants to?
No, I haven't. I did not think about that. I'll text them in a moment. Hold on.
Oh, I got my new chair, so my chair no longer squeaks.
Nice.
Why can't I pick that up?
I got a battle bull chair.
I have no idea what that is.
That's a brand. It looks like a racing seat.
Oh, okay.
It's actually really comfortable. It's got like a little pillow attached to it, so I can have a sleep if I want to.
Jesus.
32.
I
Am I
know what you're
spawning?
doing if you go quiet.
Yeah, I'm sleeping. Am I spawning? Space pod?
No.
Triton.
Triton. I
Triton?
think. Yeah.
Why'd you make a new save?
Yeah.
Let me
The Triton
text Jeff.
Titan, not Titan. I just clicked on Titan.
No, not Titan. Triton.
Click on Triton.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
Chewie's 19.9k away. Arbor's 15k away. So you guys are probably pretty close to each other. Hey.
Alright, I have messaged him.
So I got all my. Did I see a photo of all my pictures and stuff up, Tim?
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I got all my pictures up, and now I just gotta find
Inventory full.
$200 to pay for my graded comic that I got at the comic book shop. Oh, can I actually drive this? Oh no.
Why can't I access that? What the fuck? What can I pick up display? Can I drop anything off? The fuck? Production. Yeah, there's 5. Why can't I pick up the display? The fuck?
I've created a faction.
Nice.
So, you guys want to
Hey.
join that?
How do you? It's been so long since I played this game.
Hey,
Yeah, I got it.
and then cross the top to factions.
And then
And then
Click on it.
just click on the faction name, and on the right hand side you'll have a thing to join, I believe. That sound right, Chewie?
It's on the left hand side.
Yeah,
Oh,
got
yeah,
it.
there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bottom left.
Yeah, you guys are green.
Cool.
It's been so. What am I doing? Yep. Run down my pod and just start walking.
I mean, you could, or you can fly the pods somewhat.
It's got jets on it, but when I went into the K menu, there was no option.
It'll be hidden. The little eye up the top left.
They're hidden.
Yeah.
I've only got atmospheric thrusters up. I haven't got anything to go forward.
Yeah. So you've got to use the up ones and then tilt your ship to.
Right up.
Or you can just put wheels on it and be done with it.
I just do that.
Yeah.
What the f... That's weird. And now for 80 computers and 19 more steel plates. Production. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's go find me some more rock.
Oh, there's a survival kit in this. Okay.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Why can't I take that out?
Oh wait. Now I can grab it out. What is going on? Oh, I made too many steel plates, I guess, or not.
Inventory full.
Don't do a reach. That's annoying. Very, very, very annoying. Yay! That's done. Nice. G progression. Heat vent. No, that's not what I need. Basic assembler. Refinery. That's what I need. Okay, let's get rid of that. Ammo change. Ooh. Oxygen farm. Ooh. Don't need that. Not sure why not. Go big. What was it again? Not large container. Do modular. Wait, cargo terminal? What does that even look like? Okay. Sure. Learn that. Where is it? Where is it?
Why can't I take stuff out of the O2 generator?
Because you suck? Thank you. Yes, I can. Oh, that's fine. In that case, what I'll do is... That's not right. Bulletproof glass, solar cell. Can I make those? Cell? No bulletproof glass. Okay. Alright, in that case... But whatever. Oh, I can't do it. Fuck. Alright.
Energy low.
Why can't I get... Then why can't I get stuff out of the inventory, out of the survival kit and put it in my stuff?
If you're in your seat, that's not connected.
I know. I'm trying to go through there. I'm actually on the inventory on the outside.
Yeah. Are you
Okay,
trying
you know, it
to
works.
go
I got
to
it.
what inventory and pull what out of where?
I was pulling out the wrong side.
Okay.
It's all good. I figured it out.
Um,
I'm gonna grind these fucking jets off because I don't need them.
Totally make this. Okay, G. Progression. Power cell? No. Alright, that's fine. Not two.
Why are you going into the front room? Come on.
Small battery, yes.
No, you're friends. You were going to be.
Oh, no. I don't want to bother with that.
Completely ignoring you because you think you know better.
Basic refinery, yeah.
Go and turn the light off in the bathroom. Leave it open, please. No, take things off your bed.
You rotate again.
Or else.
I hook this up to that. Is that fine?
No, can you not put your clarinet there? No, it's to break it. No, get those books off your bed.
Sorry for my background noise.
That's okay.
You need it.
Oh, that requires metal, small steel tube.
How do I
Can't make that stuff.
rotate again?
Not yet. It's insert, delete,
page
home.
down there.
Yeah.
How many words? One person at a time.
Page up, page down, insert, delete, home,
Those.
end.
Those things. Alright, can't make that. Not yet.
Something about that.
Alright, let's just get the basic refinery going. What was it again? Need 120 steel plates. Any construction components? It's 10 computers. And that's it. Let's get more fucking books. Come on. There we go. Oh. Right with this, my second monitor. Alright, my game's frozen. Well, my computer's frozen. Or not? I got Alt Tab, but I can't click on anything. Alright, I'm gonna ignore that. It's not a problem until later.
Righto.
Yeah. That's how I problem solve. Something blew up. Ouch.
Inventory full.
Yeah. Yeah.
Energy low.
Oh no, energy low.
Energy
Actually, hold on.
low.
Yeah, boy. Nice.
Inventory full.
Alright, Jeff might be joining us soon. Is it good?
Cool. How's your Assassin's Creed going, Drew?
I'm making some progress, but I'm working a lot, so. Not enough.
So the Dead Space got re-released for Battlefield.
Okay.
So that's that one where you have to survive the zombies.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a couple of new skinner and a new title out as well.
Yeah.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
So Sunday over Battlefield.
Yes. Going back to Toowoomba Monday. And I'm going to Terranor on Tuesday and Wednesday, which is going to be insane.
Where's that?
Northern New South Wales, so 2 hours drive south, basically.
Okay, now.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Yeah. Now I've got more storage.
Oh, come on. Six more. Damn. Oh shit, okay.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Damn.
Instruction component. That's 6. Did 10, right? Need more of that nonsense. Oh no, I needed 20. Editing computer. And editing computer. Oh, okay.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
What is this? Custom plates.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Motors, 10 of that. Production. I just needed that. Yes. Oh, energy. Okay, so I've done that. Okay.
Energy low.
E? Sitting there when I can. For that. Right. This thing. Oh no. 4. Ten interior plates. Ten interior plates. Construction component. And 20 photos. The computers.
I can't put the refinery on the back of my car.
Because the refinery is large grid.
A Zappy guy has loaded into Space Engineers.
Inventory full.
Why is my door still full?
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, Jeff.
Yo,
How goes things?
Things
Slowly
go
but
well.
surely.
that.
Well, I'm going to start off by showing my first video for my Insta360 while riding the motorbike.
Oh,
Oh.
what Insta 360 do you have?
X4.
I do have one of those.
Nice.
Bad piece of kit.
It's a what?
It's not a bad piece of kit.
I missed the it's not, and I'm just like, what? Are you sure about that? I don't know. Which chat do I put it in? Space NG. Sure, why
Missing
not?
something here?
That or shenanigans, yeah.
Yeah. Why has this stopped working?
So I am here.
Uh?
Okay. Well, I have taken over a base
Nice.
Well,
with
I'm
naught
still
but a
trying.
grinder.
Good for you.
Indeed,
And
means I
build
have
something.
a ton of resources.
That was weird.
Such Christmas.
Much Christmas. Da, 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 da. going, I guess.
Oh, can I get accepted into the faction? Yay.
You are indeed accepted.
Did you go on the Triton one?
Yeah, I can go for the Titan drop.
No,
Oh,
Triton.
not Titan. Triton.
Oh.
If you go the Titan, you're going to be in the wrong spot.
I'll strain poor Tim's computer.
Well, that and yeah, good luck to you.
Was that an issue of a challenge?
Oh dear God. Lock off.
Oh, it's motor. Ugh. Wait, where did the motors go? I guess they weren't set for production. Oh. It's popped in now. What the fuck?
And of course I had to land in the middle of a bloody ice lake.
Everything's ice on this planet.
I can see rocks over there. I'm gonna try and... Ah, gotta... Damn it. Alright, fine. I'm flying over to him.
Oh, I'm out of stone. That would do it. That would cause problems.
Oh, it's only 1G gravity. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, because it's not under that. It's here.
Inventory full.
Excellent. First question was, how deep is this lake? Not very, thank goodness.
Okay.
Inventory full.
I guess I need to build taller. For the wind turbine to work. I am...
Is there atmosphere?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
90% oxygen.
Mhm.
So you can't build the wind turbine down low, you have to have it up high.
Yeah, it gets better efficiency if it's up high.
Yes.
Does it have to be on a fucking 3x3, or can it be...
No, just a single one in the center.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Oh, I have found a cert.
Are they asserting their dominance?
No, not yet.
Gravel is useless, right?
It is used to make reactor components, but for the moment, yeah, it's useless.
Alright.
It's great at jamming up other people's inventories.
Yes. Huh. Okay. How much integrity do light armor blocks have to be to like function as a to pass electricity through?
As soon as you put it down, it'll pass electricity.
Okay,
It
cool.
doesn't have to be built.
How tall do I need a wind turbine to start functioning?
Not that tall. Well, the taller you make it up until a point gives it better efficiency, but
What's that point? I don't think I'm...
make it 3 or 4 tall.
Okay. Alright, I'm just not getting any electricity right now. Cool.
How many did you say, Tim?
Make it 3 or 4 above everything else, sort of thing.
No, yeah, no, it's definitely 3 or 4 above everything else.
Yeah. Bulletproof glass and solar cell. How do I get
And
bulletproof
the box don't have
glass?
to be complete, do they?
To pass power? No.
Yeah, basic refinery. Alright. So late. What do I need to do then? Why won't you spin? Do something.
You spin me around, babe. Anyway.
It don't. It don't spin. This is no bloody wind. Got this down size. Yeah. Nope. Stay. Stay.
God, I've been on the moon for so long that I've forgotten what 1 times gravity is like. Alright. Step 1, saw the front of my ship. Check.
As you.
Bless you.
Huh. I'm not using the fighter cockpit. Or am I? I'm not.
Do that.
I may use that though. That looks cool.
What looks cool?
The industrial cockpit.
All right.
Oh wait, the industrial cockpit needs mesh, doesn't it? Yeah, metal grids. Don't have them yet. Dang it.
Cool. Spinning. Block. Toggle block. Wind clearance none. What? Fuck. Alright. It's not good. See it?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've just been riding in the rain.
Where did it go? The hell? Where did that shit tier tower go? Just despawned, what?
My wind turbine's spinning, Chewie.
Good for you. Drop it over there, what the fuck?
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Son of a bitch. How would it despawn?
Wow, I'm just about to get airborne.
Nice. Ah, that's empty. What?
Sorry. Alright. Where are you guys? Because I'm ready to fly towards you.
I'm still trying to build a refinery so I can build wheels so I can drive.
Well,
I can put my beacon on if you want to come say hi.
all three of you are southwest of me.
I was going to say just show your GPS coordinates and I'll fly over. Actually, can I make a hydrogen generator? Hydrogen... No. That's something I've got to deal with.
How do I share this again?
Just copy paste it into chat. Yes. I'm gonna try and make a hydrogen engine.
That's annoying. Alright. Try here, I guess. Well, let's get to the edge of the ice.
No, can't do it.
Oh, Abba, you're only 8.7 Ks from me. That's fucked.
17 Ks from me.
Yeah.
And I had to go flying in a snowstorm.
It's not snowing here.
Amazing.
Shit.
Alright, I got no idea how I'm gonna get energy.
Yeah.
I can use the bloody basic assembler.
Oh shit. Nobody saw that.
Didn't see a thing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Basic assembly. Yeah, basic refinery now.
I have both of those things, but I can't use them because there's no power.
Inventory full.
Whoa, that hurts. Oh, what else can I do? Fuck. Ooh, what are power so hurt? Hydrogen.
Connection problem.
No, can't do hydrogen.
I don't know why.
My game just froze. And I disconnected.
That one is bulletproof glass, actually. So... that. Construction components, got that. What good is? Computer. Solar cells.
I reloaded like 300 meters away from my thing. What do I put on the back of a basic refiner for storage? Is it large? What storage container do I put on the back of a basic refiner?
Not sure if you can put any on because you may not have access to metal.
Yeah, you
That's
need
metal
metal
grid,
grids.
isn't
Yeah.
It's got internal storage though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got some.
Oh, I've gone and unlocked a couple of things for you guys as well.
Back in my hole.
Into the hole. The children, they yearn for the line.
Ah. write that. So I need 8 of those. So how many girders? So 10. That is 4. $32 in actuality. Another 4 construction components.
Inventory full. Energy low. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Ah, right. I need to do the thing. Shit. Okay. Son of a bitch. The fuck? Question. Assembler. Okay. Basic refiner. Yeah. What?
What'd you fuck up, Joe?
Himself.
Yeah. That's just a daily occurrence.
Does a basic refiner not refine stone into ingots?
It
really.
does.
Do?
Okay.
Do you have power, Joe?
Solar, I think. Double check that. Solar panel. Max output 145 kilowatts. Current output 2. And wind turbine 0. Shit. There's no wind. There's not enough stone. I don't know.
Oh, it's so far away from being functional. It's like just about there.
And like that, I have my second craft operational and flying.
Inventory full. Inventory
Good
full.
for you.
Come over and help me get mine fucking operational flying. Or
Mind you, I
moving.
did crash the previous one. And died.
Basic refiner. Dump that in there. Production. Why is it giving me basic assembler? I know it's right next to it, but what?
You attach the basic assembler to the basic refinery.
No,
Spaghetti cruiser. That's concerning.
not through conveyor. It's just adjacent. But I'm trying to.
And
I'm interacting with the basic refiner. I'm not trying to do any assembly.
Energy low.
Basic fucking. Yeah. It was weird.
Why the metal voice?
What middle voice? This is tired voice.
Well, when I click on my basic refiner, I can make everything inside it. So I've got the two connected together. Hello?
You have the art of war.
No. The Art of War. Hello, Art.
Hello.
Hey, dude.
We're
How
playing
you
Space
doing?
Engine. We're playing Space Engine tonight.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm currently trying to sell my car I've been wanting to build, but you know, can't
Oh.
build it. Fucking can't get parts, can't do shit. Basically a rolling shell. Fun.
That's unfortunate.
Who would have thought finding parts for a Mark III Ford Cortina 71 model would be so hard? So yeah. Me and Dad decided to end up selling just the body shell. It needs a lot of metal work anyway. It's been abused. Yeah, that's fun. As space engineers.
It's good.
Being annoying.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, no,
in all
chewy.
honesty, when is space engineers not a pain in the ass?
When I'm playing it.
I was gonna say.
You know what? I am not even going to argue.
Yeah, that's a lost cause, dude.
Yeah, I'm not winning that argument.
Ooh.
I'm not up for long. I just came in to say hello, see how you boys are doing.
Yeah, no worries,
Yeah, really
dude.
good.
Dying a lot.
Yeah, well, I gotta go back out to the garage at fucking 1:14 in the morning and finish working on this car.
That's what you get for buying. That's what you get for buying a Ford.
It's not the Ford I'm working on, it's my mate Subaru who somehow sent 4 rods to the moon. He blew every rod in the entire motor. It's only a 4-cylinder. There's no piston heads left. I've
That's what
had
you get for buying a Subaru.
I've had to fucking. I want to die. I hate this car.
Makes me feel much better about blowing the gaskets on my tappet covers.
I don't know how he's done it. He's melted 2 pistons and disintegrated 2 other ones, and I'm sitting here like, what the fuck did you do to the poor car?
Jesus.
I don't know how he does it. This is the second time I've had to replace an engine for him. I told him I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Is that if you make me do it again, I'm charging you triple next time. Yeah, it made him rethink his choices.
Only
You know.
triple.
Starting to think I should charge more for this one. I currently have 6 cars sitting on my driveway. All my mates, you know, car clubs, fucking mates' cars, all that shit. So I got the Subaru. I got a, I think it's a BA Falcon. I don't know what year. I got 3 Club Sport Holdens, all random years. I've got an RX-7, and then I've got this. I don't know what the fuck it is. I think it's a Mitsubishi of some sorts. I can't find any badging on it, but the motor parts, they have the Mitsubishi logos, so I assume it's a Mitsubishi. I don't know. So far, the biggest job has been the Subaru. I haven't even looked at the other cars yet,
Jesus.
but judging by how one of the Club Sports was brought in on a tow truck, I have a feeling I'm gonna cry.
Oh.
2 of them were brought in by a tow truck. One of them was towed in by my mate, and then the rest just drove onto the driveway. And I'm like, hey, at least I'm getting paid well enough for it.
Yeah.
And I told them if I'm repairing or replacing engines, you're supplying the engine and paying me to do the install and tuning. So far, from the Subi alone, because it's such a pain in the ass, I've made 20 grand.
Fuck.
The friends you know in car communities that have too much money to burn and know you know what you're doing.
Another way of putting that is more dollars than cents, but you know.
I mean, I don't know why he brought a Subaru in the first place.
I think
But,
I
you
can
know-
rest the case of that with dollars and cents.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny thing is he twin turboed the thing.
Oh, Jesus.
So I've got a feeling I know how he melted the pistons. Because it's got a factory fuel pump in it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I've got a feeling I know how he's melted the pistons.
Oh, just a slight clue.
Fuck's sakes. Game just crashed on me. God damn it.
The RX-7 has a big puddle of oil under it, so that's a little concerning.
Can't make that.
Is that not an
you know,
RX-7's
that's not-
default state?
No, I thought that was supposed to be the Subaru's default state, but you know...
It's
No,
not
that's
mutually
BMW that
exclusive.
leaves puddle- No, that's BMW that leaves oil puddles everywhere, marking its territory now that I think about it. I'm glad I don't have a BMW on my driveway, because that'd be the end of me. I thought RX-7s and Subarus are a pain in the ass to work on. Bro, I hate working on electronic fuel injection. That shit drives me up the wall.
Oh, God, yeah. That'd be a fucking nightmare.
Funny enough, I've got another friend that's asking me to do some work on Walkinshaw, the old school Holden. So that's
okay.
fun. I don't know. He says he's got a new motor to put in, and he says it's a 7-liter. I'm like, what the fuck are you putting in that little car? You putting a elephant in that? What you playing in here, bud? So it's like, I told him he'd have to wait till I clear the current lot.
Yeah, well.
He's got a lot of parts to put into it though. So apparently he's got a 7-liter V8 of some sort. I'm assuming it's an LS. He's got a Whipple supercharger. He's got a Tiptronic or some sort of transmission that's quick shift. And you know, you don't have to have a clutch. Can't remember what it's called. Similar to what the modern Mustangs run. 10-speed?
But what you're saying is that he's put something in because he burns out clutches.
More or less. You know, I hate dogging on him like that, but you know, more or less.
If the shoe fits.
He's got full fucking drag car suspension going in the rear, including a differential that's usually used in NASCAR, and I'm like, what are you planning to do with this thing? Go to space?
Yes, officer, this one here. This is the one that's been speeding.
You know, it's bad when you said that, because I have multiple friends that do that stupid shit, and when they're running from the police, they turn up on my driveway, kill their lights, kill the engine, and roll into the garage, and I'm just like, the joys of living on farmland with a massive workshop.
I don't know if you want that live. Just a heads up. It's a bit late,
No,
but...
I don't.
Oh, wait.
No, I don't. But you know, I have a shared driveway, so they don't usually come down here, because there's multiple houses on the same driveway. If it was a singular driveway, I'd be a little more concerned. But no.
Arbor, I think I just resolved your metal grid dilemma.
I can almost make metal grids. I just need cobalt.
Well, I just found a ship with 50 metal grids in it.
Wow.
I've
Well,
completely,
damn.
Yeah, I've maxed out my inventory.
But yeah, no, like, I had one morning I get a text at 2:32, almost 3 in the morning. Like, my mate knows I'm up gaming at that time most of the time, and he goes, "I need you to open the gate, open the garage, kill all the lights, and wait for me." And I'm like, okay. And I'm sitting out there waiting for him. All of a sudden, I hear his car. His car's got a unique sound. It's an 8-to-1 exhaust on a V8. Sounds gnarly as shit. And he comes flying up the road, up the driveway, into the garage, car's off, shuts the garage door, sits there, lights the smoke like we've been sitting there having a chat. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, you know how we go to the empty road? There's a big dead straight road that has no traffic on it ever, near me? And we do the drag racing. I'm like, yeah. He goes, one of the people that some of the boys beat decided to leak it to the cops, and I'm like, yeah. So we peeled out of there. I'm like, how many? And within 2 minutes of him being there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 interceptor units. You know, the highway units.
Holy smokes!
Go down the main street, past my house, and I'm looking at him like, how many of you are running? And he goes, 5. I'm like, why are there 7? He said 3 of them were for me. And I'm like, what did you do?
Jesus.
I no longer let him do that because, you know, 1's okay. When 7 go past,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
No.
slightly concerning.
and when there's 7, you know, I'd understand if it was a mix of, you know, undercovers, you know, normal units, and, you know, a couple interceptors, you know, the highways. But 7 highways? Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you done fucked up at that point.
It was concerning, nonetheless.
I bet.
Not as concerning as the SWAT truck that went past the other day, and I didn't even know we had SWAT in New Zealand. It was a big fucking armoured vehicle that looked like a SWAT vehicle, and I'm like, somebody's fucked up.
Jesus.
You know, and I don't even live in a bad part of New Zealand. That's the scary bit, is I don't even live in a bad part. So yeah.
Welcome to
that's
New
fun.
Zealand.
Truth. But you know, the boys that I do know that street race, they're always really careful with it. They're always, you know, before they street race on a road, because there's no tracks around where we are. They make sure the road is clear and make sure that it's safe. You know, they scout the road for a couple of days before. Make sure it's, you know, like a dead straight piece of road that no one uses.
Yep.
And they always do it around 2, 3 in the morning when there's going to be the least sort of traffic, you know?
Yeah, they're doing a
So I give them credit for
responsible-
that, even though, you know, they shouldn't be street racing. I give them credit for checking it,
Yeah.
you know?
It reminds me of a sticker I saw on Facebook.
Hmm?
We do dumb shit safely.
You know, I sit here thinking to myself, you know, my friend said to me, his missus said to me the other day, you know, I wonder why women live longer than men, and I'm sitting here like, no comment. Because I do some
I did
stupid
look
shit.
over at your husband.
Yeah, I got pinned under my bike 2 weekends ago.
I've currently got this monster that me and my friend are building.
Mm.
6.2 litre LS3, right? But instead of supercharging it, we built a quad compounding turbo, so it's two turbos on each side feeding into, you know, one intake.
Holy shit.
I don't know how it runs, but it does, and it's got a gnarly cam in it. It is a fun little car, and yeah, we took it to the drag strip and got told we're not allowed to bring it back till we put a, you know, 12-point roll cage in it. I'm like, well, shit. We didn't even dynoed it, but when we took it to the track, we got a 6.89, and I'm sitting here like,
Hey, Jeff.
we don't have a roll cage in that.
My research is
Turbo's one
yours.
intake. I swear I've heard of a video that
Yeah.
has the inverse of that.
Yeah, there's a video where these guys got 4 turbos, stacked them, and the quad turbo to fucking Falcon motor.
Jesus.
But
I don't
so
think
we've-
you quite understood the joke that I just made, but okay.
no, you know, I got the joke. I just
Oh, okay.
wanted to explain it the way that, you know, didn't go on stream.
Yeah.
It's like, yes,
My bad.
please continue incriminating yourselves.
Hey, they don't got my real name, and my real name's not on any of my shit that's getting to
Nah.
username, so good luck is all I will say. But the way we've got it set up right is because there's not much space in the engine bay, and has 2 circular headlights on each side. So, you know, we popped 2 out, so we've got 2 turbos feeding from the headlights, and down where the fog lights are, that's where the other 2 turbos are. So the way it works is the 2 turbos at the lowest point of the car feed into the 2 turbos at the highest, and then those feed into the engine. So essentially, we've got ducting feeding into the bottom 2 turbos, which then feeds those feed into the other 2 turbos, which then feeds into the intake.
Oh wait, that's not what I need.
Yeah.
You know, we had a problem with fueling, so we ended up having to build a fuel cell and have 6 pumps in it. Dash 10 line.
What? Okay, yeah.
So we built a custom fuel cell because we didn't want to run into fueling problems, especially with the quad turbos. We don't want to run lean.
Yeah.
So we built a custom fuel cell that houses 2 hangers, and we managed to wire it up to where 3 of the pumps are running, you know, under normal power, but as soon as you put your foot in it, all 6 light up, and we're running dash 10 hose. Funny enough, we've got a flex fuel center, so we can actually run pump gas if we wanted to. We just got to change the tune.
Jesus.
But most of the time we're running on E90, I believe it is, like the high octane, not the E85, you know, E90. 90 octane. It scares me, that car.
I bet.
It honestly scares me. We're trying to figure out a way, you know how most cars, you know, they have in the system where you can go from sport to track to, you know, race or drag, where you can, you know, change the power of the car depending on what mode you're in.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out how we could do that with this, so we have a spreadable version, and then we have, you know, balls to the wall, I'm going to die version. Because we want to turn it into sort of like a daily driver.
Giving you a cockpit, you can't
Right.
drive with the passenger seat.
Yeah, fair enough. Taking all of it off?
No, just the front, just this cowling.
Remember when we first built the intake, we tried firing it, it backfired up into the intake, blew the top of the intake off. Had to rebuild that. Had to use thicker metal. But it's a full aluminium intake.
Right.
We were thinking of doing carbon, but then, you know, if that breaks, that's not going to be fun to fix.
Oh god. Yeah, that'd be a fucking
Hang on.
nightmare.
I need some energy.
Titanium headers for lightweight, but, you know, durability. We were going to go with stainless steel, but we couldn't get a custom bit instead of stainless steel made just yet.
It should just sit on the ground.
It won't go anywhere because the landing gear is going to stop it.
Yeah, so I mean grind the landing gear off. It should just sit down on the ground.
Oh, my mate he spent 4 years building this drag car, right? Took it to the track the other day with all of us, you know, and we had this thing here, but it wasn't running. And, you know, he was really proud. He finally finished his, you know, drag car that he has been building for 4 years. Took it up the track, we hear a loud bang, and then see, like, sparks flying out the exhaust, and we're like... Everyone in the crowd felt pain at that moment, because we're pretty sure he dropped a valve. Because of the way the sparks flew out the exhaust, but you never know.
This.
It's a very.
But the motor stopped working after that.
This thing.
Have you seen my ship?
Look at mine. It looks weird. It's like a crab with wheels.
Why won't this work?
Because it hates you.
It does.
Because you're not here with Arbor. Arbor's stuff is working.
Yeah, but Arbor can go suck
It
it.
should be more like Arbor.
Be more like me, Chew.
Tim, why doesn't the basic refinery refine stone? I don't understand.
Insufficient power.
No.
Mine's,
Do not have the power to do
mine's
that.
refining stone pretty well.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna cheat my way over to Chewy.
I'm so confused.
Oh,
Yeah,
I saw the
got a better
scariest
grinder.
and coolest thing at the drag track too. This
I
dude
found
had a
those too.
clear intake on his car, right? And it backfired through the intake, but it glowed green, had like green flames, and I'm sitting here thinking, you know, he's either running alcohol or I think it was nitromethane that glows green when it, you know, combusts. It has green fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
the whole under of his hood and his intake glowed green. It almost looked like he was trying to go back to the past. It was like green Ghost Rider for a second there. Funny thing is, the engine was fine. It just had a massive exhaust blowout.
How do you take
It was
one
cool
again?
looking.
What was that, Armor?
Oh, there we go. I just wouldn't take one for some reason. I
right
keep
click,
taking two.
drag.
Tim, the basic refinery is here.
Yep, just getting my health back.
Ah, okay.
Alright, I think
Yeah.
it's time to build my land speeder.
I might say fuck the server and go to bed. Finish it in the
Actually,
morning.
two more steel triggers. So I need to put some.
Oh, I'm waiting for the day one of my money eccentric friends pulls up and says, "Work on this Lamborghini," and I just look at him with, a death glare, like, how? Subarus, RX-7s, V8s, I understand. A V12 that you need special tools to work on? Are you going to buy said tools if you do this?
Yeah.
No, that's
You gotta
a
simplify the
legit
fun.
strategy. You just say, I'll do it for the price of the tools.
I'll tell them I'll do it for the price of the tools and 10 grand, because if I break anything on a Lamborghini, it's gonna cost me more to fix it. Especially with the bodywork.
Perfect.
Depending on Lamborghini,
Can you actually change this so it's share with my faction?
Yep. Dunskies. Do it with this one as well.
Like, some of the Lamborghinis
No,
use those,
You need to go to the K menu, go to
Yeah,
control
no,
panel.
I did. Okay.
Yep. Now click the top one. Now go to the very bottom one, which I think is your wind turbine, and shift left click that to highlight all of them. Now go over to share block and say share with my faction, and that will share everything.
It
My wind clearance
shift
is
left
4
click
and I'm
didn't
putting
work.
Put in 167 kilowatts of power.
But I've got everything share with faction now.
Yeah.
wait,
So-
what was it?
Chewy can't get anything to work.
Yeah, there's a reason. for
And
that.
what's he done?
There's no power.
What do you mean there's no power? I've got a solar panel there.
Which is producing.
You've also got a
currently
wind
no
turbine
power
on a
because
planet I don't
the
think has wind.
sun is directly overhead, and the wind turbine is not spinning.
Oh, yeah, I knew the wind turbine wasn't spinning, but I had power earlier.
The solar panels. Because the sun was
Yep.
further in a different
The-
direction, my friend.
The maximum amount of power that solar panel has produced is 31.47 kilowatts.
You're right.
The
Okay.
basic refinery requires 330 kilowatts.
Orders of magnitude. Such beautiful things.
That's max required input. What?
Yes, max required input is when it's running.
Shouldn't that be minimum requirements for running?
It's,
No,
it's space
because it
engineers.
idles at 1 kilowatt hour.
Yeah, but that's useless. I just read max required input. Oh, that's just like the maximum input it will take and nothing more. What the
Awesome
fuck?
Space engineers.
That's oh my god. That's such
Trying to
bullshit.
find more power.
Yeah,
Mine's
that's
actually
such
working well.
bullshit. All right.
I wonder if you built any higher if the wind turbine would start spinning.
No, I wouldn't.
I don't know why it's not spinning then. You should have power
Well-
unless it's not done.
Apparently there's no wind in this valley.
That makes zero fucking sense, but alrighty then.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Mine
not gonna
seems to be
argue
working fine, doesn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, but you're on top of a mountain.
I'm not really. I'm on the side of a mountain.
That should work. You'll get full sun.
I mean, I got no solar panels. I got one turbine, and it's running.
gonna need a lot of
it's just It's just I'm just running basic refinery so I can catch up with Tim so we can all build one big base.
I am totally mooching resources of Faro right now.
That's fine.
Mm.
All I want to do is probably build a couple of solar
10.
panels on this to run it, and then I can move on.
I'm gonna grind.
I've been
down my
addicted
resources.
to Project Zomboid quite a bit lately. Yeah, that's going well. My friend decided to poke me with a stick, so I shot him in the face with a shotgun in the game.
Sounds about right.
Sounds very proportional.
Well, he was American. And I mean
Oh,
that
well, then
in
he
the nicest
understands
way.
the proportions perfectly.
Exactly. He was the one that cracked the joke. That's the funny thing. He was the one that cracked an absolute joke about it. I have this horrible problem, and I'm cursed in fucking Project Zombie though. Anytime I get a decently fast car, my character ends up dying because I've wrapped it around a tree.
Classic.
It's happened 5 times now, and one of them was being a character that survived 300 days in Project Zomboid. It hurts my soul.
Where's the connector on this thing, Jeff? Do you know?
I don't think there is one. You have to build one.
No, for this, the H2O2 connect generator. So I'm just going to put a hydrogen motor on the top of it.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Oh,
Or
you
can I
need-
just... Can I put it anywhere, or does it have to be on top of the...
It has to be on a small connector. So if you grind out this parachute thing, you should be able to put it there.
But I had to contact Steam recently because it wasn't recording the hours that I'd played in games. Didn't know why. No matter what game it wasn't recording any of my playtime.
That's unusual.
I've never had that
That's
before.
weird.
When I contacted them about it, they didn't know it was up either, and when they had someone look into my account, it was apparently a bug on their end, so I got a 30% discount because of it.
Nice.
And I'm sitting here like, why do I get a 30% discount for your system not tracking play hours? It's not like it affects me anyway. It just shows I have less hours in a video game. And then I thought to myself before replying, I'ma just be quiet and leave it be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I ain't gonna complain.
It's a customer service thing, really.
They're really, in all honesty, I have a lot of gripes with Steam because of the cost of shit. But, the customer service is pretty decent, and, when you want to refund an item, if you don't have two game, hours of playtime, or, you brought it within 2 weeks, doesn't matter what it is, they'll refund it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they're pretty decent. But yeah.
I'd say they're pretty fantastic with most of the stuff they do.
Oh, yeah.
And coming in. 12 girders. I've only got 2.
Like, the longest I've survived in Project Zomboid, I think, is 389 days in game. And, that would be near 100 hours playtime. It's only got me listed as having 22.3.
Why is this not working?
Oh,
Can I
wait.
get this to
That's the
click on?
wrong one.
I have so much playtime in the game. I've only just learned how to cook, though, which is, stupid.
I have 14 construction components. 10.
Buddy of mine sent me a clip of him, driving along, and then this random survivor in a multiplayer server walking out in front of him while he's driving along and then getting run over. And then that survivor then going off in the global chat, how, what the hell is your problem, man? Why'd you run me over? Blah, 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 blah. And all he said was, you walked out in the road while I was driving. How's this my fault? Didn't get a response after that. The guy was threatening and going, oh, you should give me some compensation, all that, fine, come to me, give me some stuff, When he said that, he just didn't respond. And then some other dude just goes, that got quiet real quick. It's like you're the person that walked out in the middle of the road and didn't look both ways. You know, I get that Project Zombie, you can't exactly see 360 degrees around you, but shit, you still should have heard him coming. It's not that hard to hear a vehicle.
What are headphones?
Exactly. It was like confused screaming on his part, but you know.
Probably why, because I'm using the wrong one.
For months now, you know, because I like when I go to sleep, I like having background noise, so I'll chuck a YouTube video on or a YouTube playlist I've got, right? Just listen to something while I go to sleep. I've had to use a USB headset because my computer doesn't have speakers, right? Nor does my monitor. For months now, I've been doing it that way, and I'm like, this sucks, you know, I can't do anything because of it, and blah blah blah. I go digging around for a power cable for my racing wheel, and I find my soundbar, and I'm like, this has got USB and auxiliary, and I look at my Xbox. USB goes in there, and look at the auxiliary cord, flip my monitor over, plug it in, switch over the sound, turn the soundbar on. I'm like, sweet, no longer have to use that headset. Yeet.
Yeah.
Because it was a broken headset, you know, the headphone piece had snapped off the actual head harness.
Yeah.
So I was only using it as a set of speakers so I could listen to my shit while I go to sleep, you know. Now all I gotta do is, you know, put on my YouTube playlist, click the soundbar on, slowly go down to my sound settings and change the sound adapter, and it's like, problem solved. Because I run a wireless headset, which I shut off when I go to bed so I can charge it. So in all honesty, you know, makes things a little easier.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the new rig I've got, Chewy?
No, you haven't.
So my old computer, remember how I was having those issues with it randomly power cycling and
Yeah.
I ended up getting a pre-built from PB Tech because, you know, it was going to cost me more in parts in order just to buy the pre-built. So I thought, fuck it, you know, get a pre-built and then build off it.
Yeah.
I ended up getting a Ryzen 7 7800X3D with 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM.
Very nice.
At 7 megahertz, and then the graphics card's an RTX 5080 with 16 gigs of video memory.
Very nice.
Decent computer.
I'd say that's better than decent. Yeah. It's good.
I like the AIO it's got because it's got an LCD display which shows me my CPU temp, my GPU temp, and the liquid temp.
Yeah.
I can also customize it and put my custom logo on it, so it's like, fuck yeah. But there's plans for upgrades because it's got a micro ATX board, and this board only has one heatsink for M.2s, and I don't like that because I have multiple M.2s. So it's like, how did you die from flying into your own solar panel?
I don't know, man.
Speed kills, man.
It's a technique that Chewy's got.
Special skill.
I'm making.
Not even that, dude. It's
What is that special skill never showed itself in Battlefield, though?
I wouldn't know what
How
killed
has
me.
Battlefield been?
It's been alright. I haven't played it much lately, so. When was the last time we played Arba? Was it last Friday? Or Sunday?
Last Friday night.
Yeah, last Friday night, so it's been a week.
Last time I played it was January 23rd.
Yeah, we it was the zombie thing that we were leveling up guns with.
I missed out on the zombies? Damn.
Yep. I tier one what? 4 things?
Oh, Battlefield
one
Labs, is that it? Oh, no, that's not it.
That's not it.
Oh, I'm getting onto this base not producing stuff issue. I'm going to use the batteries on my ship to run it. That's the big connector.
Alright. I can make another. We could just make another turbine.
We could. Or I could just stick my ship on. Plus, we've got an issue of having enough power to run things. And the battery will get us through to building a second turbine.
Is that why it keeps stopping?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough space. Alright, time to go drilling.
Someone must have had COVID at the cinemas or something.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It'd be just someone's luck, you know. You go to the movies to watch a movie and have a blast, and you end up getting corona.
Yep.
Had that once, would not like it again.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I've been fortunate
Inventory
thus far.
full.
I never caught it, you know, for the longest time, right? I spent Christmas with my family, and a couple of my family members that were at the party, you know, actually had it, and never
Oh,
told
nice.
anyone, and
Jesus.
never caught it. You know, all this. And then the one Christmas I go to my father's on Boxing Day for lunch, where my nephew's there and all that, I catch it. I'm sitting here like, you know, I made it all this way through, and then I catch it. And we knew it was COVID because, you know, my throat felt like I was swallowing a razor blade. I had a cough, all that shit, you know, I felt off. Did the test, and instantly, before anything else, one of the letters popped up instantaneously. So that's how we knew I had it. Within seconds of putting it on there, it was just boom, there. So, it was fun.
Pretty conclusive.
It's not a case of are there RNA fragments? It is yes, RNA fragments.
You know, it's funny. I work at schools. I haven't had corona yet. It's great.
Famous
You-
last words.
Lucky
Yeah.
to be. Yeah, knock on wood. Because now you'll probably get it, knowing everyone's luck.
Oh yeah,
I'm
100%.
not going to jinx myself.
You know what pisses me on more off about, you know, catching it than, you know, being at my father's and catching it? The fact that I had a 14-year streak of not being ill whatsoever.
Inventory full.
14 years. No illness. Go to dad's for Boxing Day, catch Rona. It's like, ain't that a kick up the gut?
Uh,
Immune
family,
system
I
doesn't
love
know.
you, but also fuck you.
Exactly. Went down to the V8 supercars a couple months back with dad. You know, paid an arm and a leg for the tickets, right? You don't even get decent seating. You know, you pay an arm and a leg and a left kidney for, you know, to get into the track.
Yeah.
Then they don't provide decent seating. They put you on this little stand that, you know, only certain people can get on, you know, and if you leave, you lose your spot. No shade, no sun cover, nothing. And expect you to
Yeah.
sit there for hours to watch a race. I ended up having to leave early before the actual races started because I was getting heat stroke and blacking out.
Jesus.
Inventory full.
That's fucked.
Scorching hot, you know. And, you know, and if you wanted to sit in one of the, you know, what's it called, grandstands with the shade, you had to pay extra to get a pass. And I'm sitting here like, you know, you charge us an arm and a leg and left kidney for these tickets, you know, they're nearly $200 per person. And you expect us to sit in the sun. Let alone
Yeah.
the food, you know, for 2 little bacon and egg burgers for breakfast, right, or lunch, cost me nearly $60.
Ugh, jeez.
And it's like, shit. So I said to Dad, we won't be going to that again. And he goes, well, did you have fun? I said, I had more fun in the Commodore going for a drive down there, you know, from where we are to, you know, Taupo, than at the actual track. I tell you, his 06 Commodore has a way of fucking scaring the piss out of us. We took it to a car wash, right? We're driving to the track, and I look back, and there's this rubber piece flapping out above the back windshield. I'm like, oh shit. So we pull over, and this rubber seal's popped out, and we're like, oh shit. So we go to a fucking, you know, glass repair place thinking, you know, oh shit, we might need to get the seal replaced. Turns out it's just a beauty piece. Just a little beauty piece they put over the edge of the glass, and me and my dad look at each other like, this car is going to be the death of us.
Inventory full.
He's got a 2006 Holden Commodore SS. The
Oh, yeah.
the 5.7.
Yeah.
It's not the 6 liter, it's 5.7. But the cool thing about it, right, it's a 2006. Only has about 170, 180 Ks on it. 170, 80.
Jesus.
178,000 Ks on it, I believe,
Nice.
for an 06.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were sitting here, you know, it's got this nice leather interior, and, you know, most of the time the leather interiors, when you buy them, they're black and all that. Yeah, we found out because it had an owner before my father brought it. Yeah, we found out that it's a special order car because the leather interior is blue and black to match the blue paint on the outside.
Right. Jesus.
That's pretty
It's
sick,
not a
dude.
factory option. It's not a factory option. You actually have to go into Holden, the manufacturer themselves, and custom build it. Apparently,
That's pretty sick.
would explain why the motor's pretty well spec'd out as well, because it's got the double springs for the valves and all that, and so yeah, decent little car, for a 5.7.
Yeah. I bet.
Even though it's an automatic, sadly. I tell you what, for an automatic, it gets up and goes when you put your foot in it. We had this open stretch highway because we're driving down there, 3 in the morning. No traffic whatsoever. The long highways going down towards Lake Taupo? I think it's State Highway 1, I don't know. Depends if you live in New Zealand, you'd know it.
Yeah. No.
I know it's State
like
Highway 1 is.
Yeah,
The one that, the road that runs right down the middle of the island.
Yeah, but there's this long stretch of just straight road. Goes for at least 1 or 2 Ks right before, Taupo, I believe. We're going down there and it's basically empty, and this is at 2, 3 in the morning. My dad, the car doesn't usually get a good run. So he puts his foot down, and mind you, this isn't what the car considers economy mode. Foot down for 5 seconds, close to 200k, and I'm sitting here like, huh? We were doing 100 before, while we're doing 90 before. He puts his foot down for more than couple 2-3 seconds, fucking gone, and I'm sitting here like holy shit, we forgot how much the car pulls, even though it's an automatic. And then I look down and I'm like, you're in economy mode, aren't you? And he's like, yep. And I said, so if you press the power switch that's down by the shifter and you put your foot down, we'd be over 200 by that with the same amount of time. And we looked at each other and go, well, shit. We weren't expecting that. Oh, he has to have these special spaces so the car doesn't bottom out because it's lowered, right?
Okay.
And they won't give him a waff. They won't even look at the car because of these spaces. Even though we were told we were allowed to have them.
Yeah.
So we're sitting here confused, like we were told we're allowed to have these little spaces so the car doesn't it's like bump stops.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're like spring spaces, right? Pump stop spring spaces. And the people at the Warren Fitness won't even look at the car while they're on there. He says, oh, you've got to take it to a mechanic and take those off. They're illegal, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, they're fucking bump stop spring spaces, Stop the car from bottoming out. How is that illegal? If that's the case, the car's illegal for being too low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So I told my dad
That's New Zealand for you.
told my dad to go to another place and see what they say, and he's going to do that. We've also got this weird issue with the Commodore where, idle, it's got a rough idle like it's got a misfire. But the moment you put your foot down, it's gone. No problems. Up speed, no problems. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I bet you it's his fucking O2 sensors because he's got the original O2s in it from factory. So they might be getting a bit clogged, because idle, there's not much airflow going through the exhaust. So, of course the computer would think, okay, this is this, and that, especially if it's a plugged fucking O2. Cause havoc.
Yeah.
The moment you put your foot down, you got more airflow going through that exhaust. So in theory,
Just keep going, Tim. Jeff.
Yep. Trying to keep up.
I don't know. It's either a plugged cat. It's got the original cats on it too, so they're probably plugged up quite well.
Fuck it. Alright.
The only sad part about it, is the original owner, right? It had a nice exhaust on it.
Sure, he died again.
Fuck's sakes.
Death counter 2.
I'm not even flying that fast. God damn it.
Gravity, man.
You can't even hear the V8 running in this thing, sadly. You need to get a set of exhaust on it, and here it is.
Yeah.
You'll sit there and you'll hear it, you barely hear it start, it's quiet as, but as soon as you get on it, put your foot on the floor, you can hear it run. You can hear it scream. It's the only time you can tell it's a V8 is when he puts his foot down. But, he's looking at, because it's an 06, he's looking at keeping all the original parts he takes off, but he's getting a cool air intake, and a tune for it, as well as, you know, a set of headers, as well as, you know, custom exhaust, just so, you know, it runs a little nicer and has a little more power.
Yeah.
But he's keeping the original parts, you know. He concerned the shit out of me the other day, though. You know, we're driving down the Falco, and he looks at me and goes, "Son, when I die, you get this car." And I'm sitting here like, "Are you ill? Why are you telling me this now? What's going on?" You know, threw me into a whole crisis mode, like my dad's dying. No, he's just letting me know that he's put in his will that when he goes, you know, bye-bye, I get the Commodore. And I'm sitting here like, you know, gee, Dad, you know, you could have said it in a better way. I'm sitting here thinking you're dying. He's like, "Oh, I'm harder to kill than a cockroach. I've had a heart attack. I'm a smoker. You know, I'm harder to kill than a cockroach." And I'm like, I'm not so sure that's something to be proud of, but, you know, shit. Threw me into a whole existential crisis, like, why is my father telling me this now, you know? So apparently when he goes, I get, no, because, you know, he's marrying my stepmother. When he goes, I get the Commodore and half the house. And his house will be valued at well over $1 million now, because, you know, the way the house prices have skyrocketed.
Yeah.
I've tried explaining it to my mother. It took a bank to explain it to her for me.
Because he brought a house in Waikato, so in all honesty, I don't think it should go for, you know, over $1 million, but because of the area and the low crime rate, so yeah, pretty cool. But the other thing is he's got a Kawasaki ZZR 1100, you know, 19 something sports bike. That's going to the bike museum, you know, and I'm sitting here like, you know, you could have left that with me too. He, you know, and all that. Like, yay. But other than that, you know, it's like shit. He said he's got a little surprise for me stashed away in a storage locker somewhere. When he goes, that'll be told. I'll be told about when he goes, and I'm sitting here like, what have you got stashed away? And then I remembered he's got photos on the wall, and he used to own a '79 Z28 Camaro that disappeared, and I never knew what happened to it.
Oh, holy shit.
And I was sitting here like, you know, if he's got that sitting in a storage shed somewhere waiting for me, you know, it's like shit. And again, you know, it'd probably be dilapidated if it's been sitting in a shed for so long.
It'd be one
Be a
hell of a
rough
project to restore, though. Hell.
Especially a '79, yeah. You know, and this thing's built too, so it's a decent car. But yeah, I'd like to see what he's got there. In all honesty, he worries me sometimes. He's doing a lot better now that he's got a better job. It's, you know, doesn't take him all the way down to Wellington and back every week, you know. Cause he's a line haul truck driver, so now he goes down. I think the farthest he goes is just past Pataru and then back, delivering stuff. So it's pretty decent. Yeah, we'll see.
Probably spread it out there. Oh well. Batteries.
What are you spreading, Chewy?
Brendan lies because he's
I don't know why.
Spreading
it's so
COVID.
funny.
Here we go.
I think it was just the instant response of that made me laugh so hard. Alright, it's 2 in the morning. I suppose I should hit the sack soon.
Probably a wise idea, but optional.
Considering my mum's going out today with my stepsister and my grandmother, and I have to be awake to look after my grandfather that's currently living with us.
I guess then it's less optional.
I'm just hoping we don't kill each other.
Oh.
As much as much as I love my grandfather, me and him don't get along at the best of times.
Yay, family.
Yeah.
This in
Someone that
here.
understands my pain. No, I love my grandfather a bit. We're both hot-headed and, you know, stubborn as dogs, so we tend to butt heads quite a bit. But yeah, we'll see. I really don't want to work on this Subaru anymore. I really want to tell him to take it away. But then, you know, I really, really want that money. I've told him the car doesn't leave the driveway until I get paid, and he's like, fair enough. I'm like, I've already had a couple people rip me off that way. And 2 people I thought were friends, you know, come to me to do some work, offer to pay me money, you know, give me the car, gave me, you know, a couple of the parts I had to shell out for the other parts. Fixed the car up, done all the work, you know, and I've taken it for a test drive, never came back. Funny thing is, though, is a lot of the times I'll put a kill switch in the car they won't know about, so.
That's the way to do it.
you rip me off, I put a kill switch in your car.
Yeah, well.
Nah, I wouldn't use it though.
Listen to the police scanners. Wait till you hear the number plate.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the car off while they're
kill
trying to
switch
run
in
away,
it.
and they're screaming like, "What's going on?" Nah.
Don't put a kill switch in it. Just put a GPS that logs its current speed so that you know when they're speeding and then tip the police off.
Yeah.
Why does it sound so good yet so illegal?
I don't know how illegal it would be.
I mean, I could just say it's one of the things they asked me to put in and told me I could keep the, you know, information.
That's it.
Plead ignorance.
You're just doing your civic duty, that's all.
I have so much more, you know, evil intentions now. You've given power to someone that should not have it, my friend. Nah, I wouldn't abuse it.
Yet.
It's not like it affects
Well,
us.
yeah, keyword. Question, Chewie.
Yes.
Why are you building it like that? Why don't you build it where it's got like a plus sign and then solar panels in each corner? You'd get more power and more, you know, use out of those towers. Because then you have a T, you know, a T and then 4 plus signs. So you got 2 branching out one way, 2 branching out the other way, and then 2 branching out the other way.
I just like the look of
That's a
this.
plus sign.
I just like the look of this.
That's
But
fair.
no.
I'm just saying you'd get more energy out of the way.
Sun's setting anyway, so it's no point at the moment. Maybe later, but right now.
You know what I mean, though, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm making sure you know what I mean, because half the time I don't even know what the fuck I mean. It may sound bright, and you know, I ain't that bright. Oh, it reminds me of what this little fella fucking. I play a lot of the, you know, the MMOs.
Yeah.
One of the people I'm in a guild with, his younger brother plays the game. Smart ass little shit. You know, guy comes in, you know, he's mouthing off, talking all this trash, and goes, "Did you know that light travels faster than sound?" I'm sitting there waiting for someone to say something, and this
I know
little
exactly
kid,
where this is going.
he wouldn't be 14, goes, "So that's why you appear bright until you open your mouth."
Oh, setup and success.
You know, I'm sitting here like, I don't know whether to be proud or concerned at the rate he is growing. You know, it's not as bad as what my mate's younger brother said to a bully at school, because I'm pretty sure I told Suresh and Chewie and Arbor about this. My mate's younger brother, they'd just lost their dad, right? And this bully was picking on him for it, right? My mate's younger brother, knowing well and truly that this kid's dad walked out on him, goes, you built like, he started off with, you built like 2 french fries duct taped to a spaghetti noodle, and you must eat your cereal with water because your dad never came back with the milk. And I'm sitting here like, he got suspended for that.
Yeah.
You know, we went and picked him up, and I'm sitting there like, you know, where did he learn that? He's 9. Where did he learn this? And then we realized he hangs out with me and his brother too much. And all our friends. And I'm sitting here, you know, we got a very, very big lecture from his mother.
I
And
bet.
he was no longer allowed to come to the workshop while we're working on cars with all our mates around. So he basically got blacklisted from the workshop.
Funny that.
Ugh. But it was like, without skipping a beat, he knew this kid's, weakness and went for the throat. And I'm sitting here like, concerned about this because it's like, shit,
If you
where did he learn that?
want to tango, you better learn how to dance.
Damn, fucking straight. But it was like, that's an atomic bomb you have to add to the arsenal, firebacks, because that one's dangerous. I still don't know where he got the, built like 2 French fries duct taped to a spaghetti noodle.
It's a good.
I give him creative.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
creativity.
Yeah.
I give him points for creativity, but I don't know where he got it from. But the weirdest one was went straight for the throat with that one. I've never been more. He considers me an uncle. Goes uncle and then calls my name, and it's like I've never been a more proud uncle, even though I'm not physically his uncle. I've never been more proud, of my mate's younger brother. His school wasn't very impressed, and when I went, they were contemplating, expelling him for this. They suspended him at the end because I went in there and said, "Well, you realise, the kid was bullying him first. He stood up for himself. What's the problem here?" And the school knows me because it's the same primary school I went to. That their solution to me being bullied was lock me in a classroom and let the bullies play outside. During the breaks. And the vice principal recognised me the moment I walked in, even though I'm now 24 basically with this big fucking ginger beard. Recognised me instantly and thought, and she said to me, when you walked in here, I thought all hell was about to break loose. And I'm like, why? And she goes, because you used to be a very angry young man. And I'm like, I'm still feeling angry when you pissed me off to the point that I should be angry, but I'm a lot better than I used to be because one of the medications I was on for my Asperger's.
Ow.
Used to give me extremely increased aggression, and we didn't know about it till I was 19.
Jeez.
Always wondered why I used to absolutely lose my shit at the slightest little thing.
Yeah.
It's because of the medication.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What the hell?
But
Those fish too.
when I
Yeah, that's
went,
fine, Jim. That's Jerry.
the vice principal took us into where the principal was, where my mate's younger brother was, and the principal goes, family members only, and my mate and his younger brother go, he is family, it may not be related like blood, but he's family,
Yeah.
So I went in there and she's like, look, we're planning on expelling him for severe bullying, and I'm like, hang on, why is he getting expelled? I'm like, what's happening to the other kid? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, what's happening to the other kid? What's his punishment? And she's like, oh, he's not getting punished. He was the victim in the situation. I'm like, hang on. I said, that kid was picking on, a kid that's just lost his father. His father was a firefighter. So,
Oof.
died in line of duty, essentially.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, you're picking the side of the bully that was picking on the kid that's just lost his father. And you're planning on expelling him for, I said, I'd understand if he'd gotten violent and, broken the kid's nose or jaw.
Full.
Oh, yeah.
But he used his words.
Yeah.
That's a lot different. And she goes, oh, well, that's still emotional abuse. I said, I could say the same about the kid that was picking on my mate
Yeah.
for losing his dad.
Yeah.
I said, you want to think about this twice before, you start throwing the stuff around, because I said it'd be pretty bad for you if this got out. And the
good
principal
call.
gets all cocky and like, don't you threaten me, young man, I've got more years of experience on than blah, blah. And I go, you really want to play this game with me? And the vice principal looks at the principal square in the eyes and she goes, don't mess with him. And the principal goes, why? And I'm like, and she's like, he used to go to school here, and you want to know what your solution to him being bullied was? And he goes, that's him? Principal goes, that's him? In front of me. And I'm
Yeah.
like, Hi, principal, and I rattled off his name, and he goes a different shade of white. As I said, it'd be an awful shame if this were to go to the if what happened to me and what's happening today would get out to the news, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
expulsion changed
fucked.
to- Yeah,
Become the squeaky wheel.
that expulsion changed to a suspension real quick, and the other kid actually got in a lot of trouble because it turns out a lot of the other kids came forward after finding out what had happened, and it wasn't just emotional abusing. He actually sucker punched one kid, and
Jesus.
was harassing a bunch of the other female students. And I'm sitting here like, he's 10,
Inventory full.
and he's harassing other female students. Yeah, that kid got kicked out of school real quick, and I've noticed that his house has gone up for sale, so I'm guessing his family has been basically run out of town.
Oof.
Yeah, well.
But when it was, I found it extremely funny when the principal found out who I was, how he changed to a different shade of white very, very quickly. Because
Mistakes have been made.
what they don't realize is I have a lot of shit that could get them in serious trouble. Including
Yeah.
the fact that, I got this funding so I'd have a support teacher because I struggled in school because of the Asperger's.
Yeah.
And they used it on other kids.
Oh, Jesus.
They never told me about it.
Yeah,
That's gummy.
that's. I would say that's reason to like sue.
Yeah, that's also illegal.
Yeah. At the time, we didn't know that had been done. We just thought I didn't qualify for it. Turns out I had qualified for it. I'd gotten it, and they never told us.
Oh,
I only found out after I'd been pulled out of school by the Ministry of Education.
Fucking hell.
Welcome to my
Yay.
life.
that's what I need.
And I ran into a couple of my old classmates, and one of them that, used to look out for me quite a lot. Good friend of mine, still is. We hadn't seen each other since primary school. He saw me and he said, man, in all honesty, no offense, with the way how angry you were, I would have expected you to be in jail. And I took no offense from it because, he was right. I wasn't just angry, I was rageful. And I used to get to the point where, if I didn't hit something, I'd snap.
Yeah.
But I'm lucky that I always had the mental capacity to turn around and hit a wall or an inanimate object or a desk or a chair.
Yeah.
I'm still that way to today. Someone will really, make me angry, and I'll clench my fist and I'll reel back to hit them, and then I'll just think to myself, if I do this, I'm in the wrong. I'll turn around and put my fist into the wall or something. All these years of doing that, I'm surprised I haven't broken a bone. Yet when I'm 14 and trip at, when I'm 14 and I trip in a kitchen and facepalm a cupboard, I stung out hairline fracture in my arm and, dislocate my shoulder, and I'm sitting here like, I hit walls with all my strength. Yet I can dislocate and hairline fracture my shoulder by facepalming a cupboard. Huh? It's funny.
It's just how you land, buddy.
That's not even the worst of it, like my family's got a problem with cardiac, right? Family thing, right? 18, right? Have to call an ambulance because I'm pale, I'm clammy, I'm having chest pain, and I'm cold sweating.
Oh,
So
fuck.
my mum's instantly like, oh shit, heart problem,
Yeah.
So the ambos come check me out, say we've got to take you to hospital, be safe. I'm getting on the ambo stretcher, and I twist my leg to sit down. I dislocate my knee sitting down on an ambo stretcher, just by twisting. And it wasn't even that big a twist. That's how I
What?
found that I'm double jointed in my knees. Hypermobility, basically.
Jesus.
So I have what my mother has in her knees, which is called hypermobility of the joints, so they can dislocate easily.
Yeah, if there's
And,
something
at
dragging
first-
on the ground.
And at first my mum thought, I was just having her on about dislocating
Oh,
my
my
knee.
battery's
And then
got
she
like...
heard me screaming.
What?
Inventory full.
How's the battery just went dead?
I don't know.
Have you been charging it? Oh, it's been dragging on the ground, that's why.
Yeah, I think I need a bigger wheels on the front.
Yeah, so you can actually damage modules behind armor blocks if they've been bashing on the ground. This is why I built a new ship. And it's done.
Yeah, I think it's my front wheels aren't high enough off the. They're not high enough.
Mm-hmm.
20.
But,
Okay.
Yeah. I did do some damage to my hands from all the hitting of the walls, because now when I just open and close my hands, no strain, nothing, you know. All my joints pop in my hands. It's just it sounds like
Nice.
firecrackers going off.
Nice. That's a nice party
And there's
trick.
no pain. There's no pain. It's just
Nerve
natural
damage.
now. No nerve damage. I've got full feeling in my hands. It's just every time I open and close my hands, my joints pop.
Jesus.
I don't know if it'll come up on the mic.
Oh, yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it.
That's just me opening and closing my right hand. It probably doesn't help that I used to hit the boxing bag without gloves.
Is
But,
that
you
no?
know, I'll find that every now and then my hands and my joints will feel tight, so I'll go along and pop each joint in my finger, and you know, thumb and finger and all that shit, and it comes right, and my hands feel easier to use. It's like pressure build up. Natural state, I guess.
I don't know when.
Could be worse. It could be my neck doing that, and that'd be a little more concerning.
Ooh.
The shoulder I dislocated, right? I'll be sitting there and I'll move my shoulders slightly, or I'll be lying in bed, I'll move my shoulders slightly, and it'll go clunk, and I'm like, that's the joint, you know, playing up. Because I've obviously stretched the muscles and stuff from when I popped it out. It'll just pop and clunk every now and then, and it's only my right shoulder. My right knee and right shoulder have been dislocated, and both have popped themselves back in. Like my shoulder's just gone clunk there, and I've heard it pop physically. So it's quite a loud pop.
Jesus.
But it's just like it's sitting in
It's
its
a
natural
piston I
spot.
want, isn't it? Jeff?
Hmm?
Attach a piston to this so I can lift it up.
Oh, right, yep. Hang on, let me just put these items down.
So you can just build a whole new vehicle.
It's one option. Let's stick a piston on it, give it a lift.
Inventory.
Alright, boys, I should go to bed. I've been said I should go to bed for, you know, a decent bit now, but I should really
Keep
get to bed.
Yeah, that's fair.
We keep encouraging
I
you.
should probably go
It's
to
our
bed
fault.
soon as well.
No, it's my fault. I'm just enjoying hanging out with you nupdars too much.
I know I should be in bed. I've got what, like, maybe 16 hours of sleep this past week, so yeah.
Nice.
Why are you awake?
Space Engineers is the kind of game where it just like sinks time and you don't realize. But that's
Do
what.
you guys, do any of you play Project Zomboid?
No,
No.
no, I don't have
Damn.
it, unfortunately.
Got 7 days to die.
Yeah,
Think
good
Would you
that's-
be
luck.
interested in?
that's
Would
a
you be
time sink
interested
as
in a
well.
7 days? I was about to say, would you be interested in a 7 days to die server if I was to host one?
No. These guys have tried to get me into 7 days, and I'm like, nah, I gotta play other games. I got way too many games.
We brought it for you.
Yeah, I
We
know.
brought it for him too.
Oh wow.
I'm saying if I was to pay for a server for us all to play on, would you consider playing it? Like, I'll pay for it, I'll run it.
Nah, dude, don't do that. Don't do
Dude,
that.
it's gonna cost me like $20 a month, and I can pay single time, so it's not.
That's all right. That's all right, dude. Don't do that. I've
want
got
people to play it with. I haven't been able to play the latest update, and it annoys me.
then you have to talk to Arbor, because I don't plan on playing that game anytime soon.
Hang on, I just had to turn him down for a bit. What game was that?
7 days.
Don't buy me 7 days, I already got it.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna buy a server, doofus.
Are you gonna buy it?
I already have it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm planning on looking at hosting a server for it if I can get people that'll play the damn fucking game with me.
Yeah. What are we up to now? Day 40 something?
I'm trying to figure out how much it's going to cost me to order a
Yeah,
new
something like
server. Because I'm currently paying like $11 US for a Minecraft server, and it can't be that fucking high. $7, 7 days to die is the same fucking price.
Yeah.
I reckon I put bigger wheels on it, Jeff.
No, just lower them down.
That's-
Put them on the bottom layer blocks, not the mid layer box.
Good
So
luck. So 10 slots, decent speed. I probably need more RAM than 5 gigs in all honesty. How much RAM would you recommend putting on a server?
I don't know. I've never run a
it is.
server.
I'd say 16 gigs at least.
Yeah, that bumps the price up to $31 US.
Yeah,
Oof.
that's a bit much.
That's basically $50 a month.
Yeah.
5 gigabytes of RAM is free. To go to 8 it's an extra 5. To go to 10 it's an extra 9.
Jeez.
Might not be the best way to go for Pine hosting. Hmm.
Then, a giant chunk of ice is gone. Yeah. I mean,
I'll look into it another day. Alright boys, I'll catch you later. I need to go to bed.
catch you around, dude. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Catch you.
Hey.
hey,
Jimmy's up to 3 deaths.
Yeah. Where's my corpse? Actually, where's the backpack? This thing. I need 32. 32. At like 60. Fuck's sakes. Right, need to do more mic.
Are these pistons just pushed onto the ground, are they, Jeff?
yeah, you just reverse them and you're good.
Inventory
the
full.
wheel- why is the wheel
Inventory
popping up?
full.
Is it because the piston's in too close?
Yes, you gotta raise. You gotta put more put the pistons down lower. Or you can jump in the cockpit. I'll pick up your ship with my flying ship, add wheels, and I'll put it back down again.
Yeah, do that.
But I'm also not very keen for removing my ship. You know what? I'm gonna take the gyros off my ship, and you can lift your ship up with the gyros.
Inventory full.
Alright, I might do this because it's a bit of a juggling act. Add wheel. Add wheel. Is all the suspension built?
Inventory.
Yeah,
full.
just built it.
Alright. Wow, your ship's hard to get up.
That's what she said.
Alright, let's roll it then.
The piston. Oh, there you go.
Okay. Let's remove that. Remove that.
Inventory.
Do
Full.
these one at a
Inventory.
time.
Full.
Alright.
Inventory. Full.
3, 4, 5,
Inventory.
6.
Full. Inventory. Full.
Any wheels?
Inventory. Full.
No, this one's in the ground.
Wheel. Wheel achieved. And... Alright.
Inventory. Full.
Alright, what happened there? Okay, so that's just not high enough off the ground. Alright, let's do some... Ooh, maybe I can do this. So I do that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
You can see the control panel and see what I did.
Jesus.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6 adds a wheel to all the wheels, and yeah, try pressing the piston buttons. They're good fun. Oh,
Inventory.
Press them
full.
now?
Inventory. Full. Inventory. Full.
Oh,
Inventory. Full. Inventory. Full. Inventory.
we're having
full.
fun with
Inventory.
hydraulics.
Full.
So what's Chewie up to on this fine blizzardy evening?
Mining.
he's probably still trying to get his power to work.
Yeah, I gotta wait for the sun to come up.
3 turbines are going hard.
Well, we're about to get a mining ship here now with 2 large cargo containers.
That's nice.
So yeah, I'll just go to a hillside, mine the shit out of it, and come back. And wait until it's empty, because we don't have enough storage to dump its contents into.
Inventory. Full.
Nope, back to the mines.
Inventory. Full. 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 Inventory. Full.
Gotta stop holding down F.
While mining?
Yeah.
That's better. It's got a lot more ground clearance.
Nice.
How do you delete stuff out of the groups?
What are you trying to delete? Oh, you just
Inventory
right click on them
full.
and scroll to the bottom and remove.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Oh, keep doing that. That's lighting up the mines for me, Go Arbor.
What's that?
The grinding you're doing upstairs, it lights the mines up. I'm just like, oh, I can see again.
Yeah, my lights keep flashing as well on my car for some reason.
Oh, just find them, turn them off. You may have to hit the eye icon, which is the hidden, which will show you hidden items.
Yeah, no, I've got the items.
Inventory full.
Alright, time to set up this... what do you call it? Drilling arm.
Inventory full.
You are now the drill hinge. Drill controller. Azimuth. That'll be the drill rotor. Elevator. Drill hinge. Side camera, none. Weapons and tools, add drill. And I should be able to disable target lock.
There we go. I got neons now.
But do you go faster?
Maybe. It's green neon, not red neon. Do I need these gyros, or do you just put them on here for shits and gigs?
Yeah, you can take them off. Actually, they're pretty useful. If you get airborne, you can reorientate your ship to wheels down,
Inventory
so you don't
full.
destroy stuff. Aha! No! No! Why is the pitch reversed? Ugh.
you want me to try and build another connector for your mining vehicle?
Let's have a look. Where can we put it?
Oh,
I can go off the side, go off the bottom of here.
Yeah, right. Let's do that. I'll go out and get some stuff first, and then I'll come straight back.
So, because I built on the side of the hill, which doesn't help.
It's all right. This thing has no speed limit. This is my new favorite way of mining. You seen what I'm doing, Arbor?
Yeah, I'm in a menu.
Oh, okay.
All
This
right,
will give me a chance to set the piston
I can
speed.
see. Oh, I see. You're just mining the side of the hill.
You see what I'm doing? I put a turret controller. This is me mining with my mouse.
Oh, nice.
Come on. Come on.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Damn it, ice. What's broken? Why is the drill full? No, drill's not full. Where's all the stone gone? Having issues mining.
alright. I gotta actually stop. I'm literally nodding off.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Hold on, dude.
Tim.
and my...
Could you see if you can get my mining shit working? Mining car working?
That stuff's done for now. Let's just... This?
Any game again Sunday night, Tim?
Yeah, no, not Sunday night.
Maybe. What's wrong with
Oh.
your mining ship, Jeff?
It's okay, so hang on. I think you may have resolved it. Let me check. I've got the turret controller set up to the drill, and the drill won't drill if I'm using the turret controller, which is annoying.
Alright, that is it for me for tonight. I'm literally falling asleep while jetpacking, so... Yeah, that's not my excuse for dying 3 times while jetpacking earlier, but I am now, and I will probably die again. So, I'm going to call it quits there. I'll be back on again later tonight for some Assassin's Creed, and then tomorrow Arvo at 4 PM. Probably some Battlefield 2042. Till then, thanks for watching, and have a good one. Oop.